Hi, I'm Bridget with Theaters at Mall of America, and I'm here with Divergent author Veronica Roth and star of the upcoming film Ansel Elgort. We're so happy to have you guys here today. Welcome to Theaters at Mall of America. So we crowdsourced some questions from Twitter from some of your biggest fans, and I'm just going to jump right into the questions. Veronica, first up, one for you. What inspired you to write the book?
Well, I was enrolled in a psychology class, actually at Carleton College. I went there for a year.
Oh, right. Okay, very cool.
And I was learning about exposure therapy, which is a method of treating anxiety in which a person's repeatedly exposed to what scares them in a safe environment until they learn a better response to that, or a healthier response to that thing. So I wanted to use that in kind of a sci-fi way, which is where the dauntless fear simulations where, they encounter like a hallucination of their fear come from.
Very cool, thank you. And so one of the other questions that came up actually a lot was, what scene were you most excited to see translated to the big screen from the book?
Oh man, I mean, there's so many, it's kind of hard to say. Yeah. But I really was excited about the fear simulations, actually, because when I saw a lot of scenes on set being shot, but those were all on green screen, so you had no idea how they were going to look or what they were going to be like, and I wanted them to be like creepy and surreal, and they definitely are, so it was great.
Great. And Ansel, what was your favorite part of playing your character?
Well, Caleb is interesting because he's not 4. I mean, nothing's wrong with 4, but I mean, he's not just he's not like the leading man type. He could be even considered an antagonist. He basically leaves his faction and goes to a faction that is the rival faction to where his mother and father still are. Then when his sister comes in and tells him that Erudite is up to something, he says, I know we're up to something. And faction before blood. So it's tough to do because he's putting faction before blood, and that's, as a human being, family is almost always first, and it's tough to put, for me as a person, because I'm a very family first kind of guy, to put faction before blood.
Very well said. And so which faction do you guys both think you would put yourselves in if you had to choose?
I'd probably choose abnegation because I feel like it's the right thing. I don't know. Which maybe means that I really belong there because I think it's an important thing to strive for. Whoa, I'm going to knock things down.
That's okay. Let's knock some things down.
But I think I would probably slowly shrivel there, so I might become factionless. That's kind of my life plan, I think.
Okay.
Not a good one, but there it is.
Hey, it works for us. And what about you?
I don't know. I could give you my whole spiel about how I think I couldn't join any particular faction, but
you have to pick one.
Yep, you have to.
I'll just say Amity.
Okay. Clean response. And is there a character that you guys feel like you're most like in the book?
I don't know. I mean, really how I created the characters is by taking a little piece of myself and kind of exaggerating it until it becomes like a real person. Okay. So I feel like strong identification with all of them, even the villains. So to me, they're all kind of equal. Like if you mash them all together, they would be more like me, but any one of them is not so much.
Okay. And what about you? One character in particular that you can relate to?
I don't know. I tried as hard as I could to relate to Caleb, because I had to, because I had to be him. He's actually an idealist and he wants what's best. So I had to relate to him in the way of wanting to do good. I want to do good in the world, and so does Caleb, even though
different priorities.
Different priorities, yeah.
All right, great. Well, thanks you guys so much for being here, and everyone go out and see Divergent in theaters on March 21st.